Good morning. Good morning. Welcome, everyone. Get our recording going. Hello, hello, hello. So good to see all of you. We are off to the races. It is such a beautiful morning here in South Florida, enjoying being outside. The birds are all around. They're singing. I'm not sure if you can hear them yet or not. But as we kick off today, new moon in Cancer for June 2022, had our beautiful solstice energy and then rolling it right into this new moon. And it is particularly significant for us, especially because it is like we are in this space. What this new moon is bringing in is the energy in the space to clean out whatever has been leading up to the year we've been through, never mind deeper issues or things we're working on, and really preparing us for the next at least 6 months. It's huge, huge. Cancer being our home of emotions, the home of our child. And this new moon in particular is conjunct Black Moon Lilith. And so Black Moon Lilith is going to be that point opposite the moon. It's not actually a mass, it's a vortex of energy. And she represents all of those things, all of those deepest fears that you may have or that we're working with. And the call to action as we move through it is to just allow ourselves to care for and nurture ourselves as we face those deepest fears. And those deepest fears are going to be the themes of abandonment, of not being enough, that ultimately we aren't able to care for ourselves emotionally. So for us, as we journey into this week to come, we are going to be just working our way back to basics, kind of working our way through the emotional centers, really getting a nice, clear frequency set and taking advantage of the energetics that are available to us right now to actually be doing this clearing out. So with that, let's go ahead, drop in, bringing middle finger to thumb, beginning with our light link, as we always do, closing your eyes, settling into the room, to your environment, to the space, taking that nice deep breath in. And as you do, feeling yourself relaxing, settling in, beginning this week's journey, this month, especially this next 3-week cycle, to really be present to all of your gifts and abilities for self-nurturing, for being that parent to yourself and making sure that all of the needs are met emotionally, physically, and in all ways, so that your life feels beyond fulfilled. You feel beyond full in the journey and the experience that you are calling in for yourself. And so on this next deep breath in, just breathing in all of that abundance, breathing in the summer sunshine, exhaling out and letting go of the last 6 months since our journey began. This year, this solar cycle, 6 months ago in the year, in the new year, exhaling all of that out. Again, breathing in, exhaling out. It has been an incredible journey this year so far. Astrologically, a lot happening, transforming, guiding us into new realms. Again, one more breath in. And exhaling out, settling into your body, feeling your shoulders relaxing, your shoulder blades rolling down the spine, sending your intention up to the sun, allowing yourself as though we're seemingly climbing that ladder or that cord up into the cosmos, breathing in and out, exhaling out, sending our focus now as we imagine the sun and feel it coming in and landing, sending our focus in to the earth, allowing the earth to meet us as we allow ourselves to feel that connection to nature, the connection to the environment around us, our feet on the ground, our hips settled into the chair and where we are. Go ahead and roll your shoulders, bringing yourself all the way into your body and imagining that sun just shining down on you as though we're out at the beach, receiving, feeling the nourishment of the environment around us. We're in the woods, breathing in and out. And just letting out a sigh as we settle in, feeling the earth beneath our feet and imagining that sun now shining down upon us and like a waterfall or a shower with that golden light, imagining the sun as it hits the top of our head. Intentionally this time, whether you're visual or intuitive feelings are how you experience the energy, just noticing the shifts as we imagine that sunshine connecting with our body, really cleaning out. Today is about cleaning out and clearing out, working down through the layers. Today, we're going to be focusing in on the top of the mind, in the back of the mind, our intuitive centers, our air intuition, breathing in and out again as we imagine that golden light like a waterfall, cool and crisp as it hits our scalp, running down our shoulders, down over our hips, our thighs, to our feet. And as we imagine the earth beneath our feet, imagining it opening like a drain, taking in whatever energetics are here and being cleansed out by the sun. As you breathe in and out, in and out, settling in deeper. And intentionally on the next breath, just releasing, letting the earth take your energy in, letting it take and absorb this golden light in and through your body, down and out into the earth. As we come into our heart space, preparing to begin our journey, opening your heart and just feeling your breath coming into your lungs as we come into the heart. Imagining it opening wider and wider. As you breathe in and out, the heart opening. Imagining it as though it is taking a breath, exhaling. And we're slowing ourselves down into this frequency. The center of the earth runs at about 40 megahertz. As we slow down today in our meditation, slowing our mind down, tuning in, your mind being the ultimate radar, the ultimate radio, I should say, tuning into the frequencies, taking it in, your body being the computer, acting on the functions as it receives the signals, digesting and processing. And it's this function of tuning in and digesting that we're going to be focusing on this week. For the emotions and what's in our body impacts directly our ability to tune in, to stay focused. And so, like I said, back to basics, doing a nice scrub and clear out so that for the next several weeks, you are ready to go. We have a good run up, easy access, if you will, to our inner intuition. Neptune has been in retrograde, will continue to be until August 9th. And so it's excellent time, whatever you've been tracking from on a spiritual perspective, Neptune is remaining at the same degree in retrograde, so it's going to be the same theme. More and more opportunity to just keep laying a solid spiritual foundation. And then in August 8th being the Lion's Gate, August 9th, launching into the new year. And as I'm talking, I'm slowing us down, inviting you to slow down with me as we prepare to launch into today's journey. Feeling the shifts around you, as you settle in and as we begin starting now by bringing our focus directly up to the top of our mind and imagining that sun shining down again. This time, imagining an anchor point, a ball the size of a tennis ball, somewhere up around the top of your head. This is our connection, our focal point. Generally, it's at about 23, 24 degrees, somewhere off of the vertical axis of the top of your head. Imagining that like a tennis ball, a little ball of light, whether you actually see it or just sense it. And wherever, in the next 3 breaths, imagining bringing that point to center, but doing it on the 3rd breath. And you may even feel yourself wanting to reach up with one of your hands and just stretch it directly above your head as though it's catching that ball and raising it up towards the sun, bringing it into perfect vertical alignment with your body. Breathing in, exhale, one more. In, exhale, and one more again, and bringing that tennis ball sized energy into focus, bringing your connection points, perfect alignment as you orient yourself to your star seed chakra, your angels, your guides, everything in the above. And now imagining that sun as though we've just connected all of the tubes and that sun shining directly down and through as though a laser beam. No more bouncing off of the side because the pipe, the tunnel is perfectly straight, and that laser beam of the sun and our chakras shining down and perfectly in through the top of the mind, down the spine, down the center of our toric fields, as though we're gazing down into the donut, activating your mind, your 3rd eye, your cosmic mind, as we bring our soul's energy into focus, guiding us perfectly through this journey. Taking a nice deep breath in. And if you happen to have water or tea nearby, feel free to take a sip. We are moving a lot of energy today because Black Moon Lilith has us charged up. Kind of the closet is open. If we keep the closet doors regularly closed, it's like Black Moon Lilith conjunct today in this full moon has opened those closet doors up, and we're just going to take all of it and shove it out down into the ethers, whatever you are meant to hang on to or have value from. We will be pulling it back in. But in that same way, we clear a closet and intentionally choose. One of my mentors always likes to say, if there is energy in the house that you are not focusing on, it will be focusing on you and draining you. So today we are cleaning out the emotional baggage of both guilt and trust. We're going to start there. We'll see how much further we get. So those are the emotional and a little bit of shame. We're going to work a little bit of shame today. Primary focus tomorrow will be on fear and shame. And so as we come in, allowing the top of our mind to come into focus now, wherever my rambling on has guided you as we're activating this field, coming into focus now, bringing it, re-engaging that observer, your inner observer. And literally, as I'm sitting outside, I can hear the garbage truck passing by my front yard. So we are going to be using that energy today. They are hauling off the junk. And as you imagine that sun coming into the top of your mind, I invite you to bring your right hand and pull it, just gently resting it on the top of your head. And as though we are energetically just picking up all of the guilt living in the top of our mind and pulling it out, extracting it, and then shaking your hand off. I'm going to really invite you to do this physically because our mind is going to want to know where it's going, what it's up to. But today we are running the energy pulling that guilt out. And I'm going to talk about it for a moment. Go ahead and do a couple more pulls, shaking the hand out. And today, as we release the guilt, we are releasing those ways in which we are no longer connected or are holding ourselves back from that inner sense of innocence. When we feel guilt, we are dropping our vibration to match that of those around us because maybe we've become too big, too loud, too vocal, too much love, too much drama, whatever it may be. And it causes us to pull back on our connection. But in turn, it also causes us to pull back on our connection to spirit. And so as that garbage truck clears, taking with us all of the junk, my invitation to you is to imagine that sun pouring in. And if you feel called to it, you can place your hands right on top of your head over that center line. And we are bringing in the energy of innocence, the energy of innocence. Innocence, like a child, being curious about the environment, just allowing yourself to be curious about the thoughts and the emotions. So often the guilt that we're carrying around does not belong to us. It comes from our loved ones. We learn it, and then we learn to execute the pattern of it. I should feel guilty about this, or especially in the consciousness. So I don't necessarily need you thinking about all of the ways in which you are connected to guilt or where you experience it. But just really allowing yourself to feel it being purged out of the system. For some of you, this may be much less visual in the meditation today and just much more in the feeling space. And so there may not be a whole lot of intuitive connection as we work with this. I'm going to guide us back into the visuals in a few moments, but really just breathing in and out, being present to what is releasing for you here and now. As we then move into the next pieces. Again, breathing in and out, allowing yourself to settle in. Allowing that innocence and that inner child to take hold. For our inner child is our guide who is here when we're in this theme of Cancer, taking her hand, letting her lead us, allowing your sense of imagination to let you glide into whatever visuals. Maybe you imagine yourself standing next to a lake or a pond, or sitting with your feet dangling in a pool. Just allowing those memories to flood in and come back, to feel the strength of your ability as this adult to be here to nourish and to not be controlled by the programs that we learned and then that we validated through our younger years. We are reprogramming these programs right now, and you don't need to do anything other than to be present and just allow your mind to wander and then come back to center. Just keep coming back to center and where we are as we approach our next transformation point, breathing in and out, coming back up to that sunshine again, and this time imagining it pouring in on the front of your forehead as though you are gazing up at the sun, imagining some birds flying over and feeling it hitting directly in the center of your forehead, feeling its warmth, so much warmth. It's as though it's permeating all the way back like liquid honey through your mind to the back of your mind, to your pineal gland, nurturing, loving, soothing all of the neurons within your mind. And it's important today, we are training our minds. This is excellent work. We're using both air intuition, visual intuition, as well as feeling intuition. It's like doing reps in the gym. We are working both sets of intuition because it's excellent strengthening. We are super stimulating your brain, which of course then enforces and enhances the telomeres in the body. Breathing in and out again, licking your lips, relaxing your jaw, breathing in and out, allowing that energy as the sun begins to melt, to come down and through the back of your mind. And as we prepare to release, this time straight out of the front of the forehead, taking that right hand, or intuitively whichever hand, and just imagining as though, and actually you could do it with your fingers together, thumb and first finger, as though you're lifting a veil or you're pulling a cloth off of the forehead and out, and again, shaking out the hand as you release it, exhaling as you release it, doing that 2 or 3 times. Brilliant. And as you do, releasing the distrust. Not only distrust that you learned from your environment, but all of the times you've trusted your intuition and it maybe didn't go as you thought it should. Nice deep breath here, big exhale, just letting it all out. As we imagine that golden sun again pouring back in. And this time having popped the lid, it's almost like with that third eye, we're just popping a container, a lid off, unscrewing it, popping it out, and now letting the faucet be on full as that golden light pours in through the top of the mind, through the third eye, that space just between and above the eyebrows. And just drink it in. Allow your energy to drink it in fully. Nice deep inhale and exhale. Breathing in and out, rolling the shoulders. Giving yourself a nice, gentle sigh. As you breathe in and out. Excellent. And as you prepare today to just glide on this attunement of the vibration of trust, we are running nothing more than the frequency of trust into our mind's eye. Trust, not just between you and others around you, but you and God, you and spirit, you and nature. Trusting your ability as you imagine that inner child taking your hand. Trust between these two archetypes that live within you and, for the most part, run the show, run the program. Feeling that deepening in partnership to honor and nurture and care for each other. For that is what we are here in this new moon to be doing. The deepest of deep, nurturing love, guidance, fulfilling those fears, or I should say, fulfilling the energies that eliminate those fears. The false expectations appearing real, the belief that we learn that we are not able to nurture and care for ourselves. Again, in our logical mind, we know all of this to be true, but the energetics underneath the surface guide us in different directions, triggering, confrontation, and different emotional responses. And so today we are just simply allowing the issues within our tissues, those energies, to be cleansed, cleared, and to vibrate to frequencies that we came in with, that we know, that are our core, our base, our foundation, and that we unlearned, relearning the frequencies of innocence and curiosity and trust. For today, as we do this emotional purging, laying the foundation for so much love, so much empowerment, as you breathe in and out, licking your lips, relaxing your jaw, rolling your shoulders. Tomorrow's meditation, we are going to be focusing in on fear and shame, really clearing out the throat chakra and the heart, the shoulders, working it, all of the magic that is here for us to connect to. So may it be a day full of so much love, so much joy, so much happiness. I am so grateful for all of you on this journey with me, to keep me hooked in, to keep me inspired and doing the work, connecting to spirit as we have this incredibly powerful community to lay this foundation and to connect to spirit. May it be a day full of so much love. Namaste. I will see you